as Maria said, I was traveling around the world with my beautiful son for over a year to discover the secrets of longevity and to meet amazing scientists all over the world, but also doctors, biohackers, healers. And the journey was amazing. Of course, when you go with your son for a year, that's amazing enough. But when you encounter so many amazing scientists and doctors and healers, that's even better. But anyway, during our quest, we were shooting a movie that next year will be on the biggest platforms around the world. And let me show you just a short teaser so you can feel into all this journey. So please play the movie. With the sound. Louder, much louder.
Honestly, I don't know how to say this without it.
It's not playing. Sorry for. Okay. Perfect.
Honestly, I don't know how to say this without it sounding insane. I have no idea where to start, but it is all real. This was supposed to be our first real adventure together around the world with Dad. And then, out of nowhere, my dad drops this wild idea. He doesn't just want to travel, he wants to get to know scientists working on longevity.
Monday. Okay.
Yeah, you heard me right. Longevity. No clue what that even meant.
Knowledge is the elixir of life.
Whoa! Aging is a disease because we understand it, so let's treat it.
People need that choice. I mean, they deserve that choice.
It's by using instruments that were actually developed by NASA engineers. I'm going to look at your cells in the future.
Oh, well, take it seriously.
Number one thing is prevention. It sounds so obvious, but still, which one of you did that? Hands up. I don't see anyone.
But what does it have to do with us?
What you going through? Tell me what you going through?
And why are we wasting our dreamed of time on this? Oh, and he also decided we'll make a film about it, even though we had never held a professional camera before.
You know, the relationship between me and Alec on this quest is hard for both of us.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy. It never been.
And I think I finally understand why he's risking everything to make a long life possible during his own lifetime.
Our mission is to reach 100 million people. Sure.
He put everything he had into this, all his savings. He scribbled down the biggest names from Harvard, Cambridge, MUS, Stanford, top doctors, biohackers. Why all this fuzz? My dad says breakthroughs happen faster when more people know about them.
If we had mainstream media behind us, you'd shift the needle like this overnight.
Then science gets more support from the businesses, institutions. But as our journey unfolded and more top scientists agreed to meet with us, it hit me. Maybe living longer isn't just some far-off idea. Going past 120 might actually be possible for all of us.
What would be your message for the young generation?
I would say is your mission. Pass those secrets, what you're learning.
It's going to change the world.
I used to
tell my son that when he will be in his 30s, we will look like brothers.
I can say the technology should be up to that task.
It's math. You can't argue with it.
It's not just a crazy field anymore.
Thank you. Wow, every time I see that, it's pretty emotional for me, you can imagine. Anyway, yes, do you want to live forever? 50% of people around the world say they would love to live forever. But anytime I say, hey, I want to live at least 500 years, they say I'm crazy. But like, why not? If you love your life, if you love yourself, then why not live longer? Like 100 years is not enough if you want to do all these amazing things around the world. But anyway, still a lot of people don't understand what longevity is, and they even fear it. Like, what's that? And our goal through the movie that we are making was to show, make people understand what longevity is, fall in love with it, and then really start changing their lives by making the right choices. And of course, it would never happen without all these amazing scientists that are doing amazing science all around the world. And here I also had a chance to invite some of them to this stage, and you will see them after me. And they will be sharing the deeper knowledge. I will just serve a little bit so you can get the feeling. And what was amazing during the trip that, because I was traveling with my son, so people just loved us, and they treated us as a family, and they invited us to our homes, to their home. So with Liz Parrish, we spent a week at her house in Seattle. In Chile, we went to Atacama Desert with some scientists. And everywhere we were going, they were just embracing us as a family. And that was amazing. And of course, I want to give it back. Like, I really want to help the science grow faster so that we can get the true longevity in our lifetimes, for ourselves, and not just for our kids or grandchildren. So also think about it. If you can support spreading the knowledge, that would be amazing. And of course, it wasn't easy. Like, imagine spending a year with a 17-year-old, 24 hours a day. Yeah. Actually, the first half of a year was very challenging. Then, after 6 months, my son accepted that we are very similar to each other, and I understood that we are different. And then we started flowing, and that was a pretty big moment. But still, he's a teenager. It's still not easy. But anyway, the biggest lesson we've learned was that longevity is a game. Every day we make choices that either prolong or shorten our life. And the thing is, we just need to learn the rules, become a player, and start winning the game. Making the right choices every day. And that's actually my mission. I want to speak about science in an easy way so everybody can understand. And everybody was playing games at one point of their lives. So I did a longevity game map. Here it's just the beginning of it, but there are 3 main layers: the longevity basics, we can all do by ourselves every day, biohacking upgrades when we have to invest a little bit of time and money, and then radical life extension, the most exciting part, which is about how to get another 50 or 100 years. And here you will be listening to Vittorio Sebastiano today, who will be talking about a holy grail, partial epigenetic reprogramming, which at the end will make it possible so that you go to the doctor and say, hey, I'd like to be 30 years younger. And you get a few injections and poof, young again. So it's becoming possible, and it's not science fiction anymore. Actually, the science is already here. We just need some more time. Yes, Vittorio? And there is prevention. I will be talking about it a little bit, and supporting to build the movement and change the culture. So prevention. What it is. Like, it's not sexy. Prevention is actually not to get sick. And we have amazing science to support that. And we just don't do that. There's amazing diagnostics where we can, discover if we have cancer at stage 0 or heart diseases and so on. And then it's easily fixable. And all we need to do is to go to a longevity clinic and just do a thorough diagnostic. But we just don't do that. And I wasn't doing that. And only during the quest, I visited a few clinics and they checked everything. They found a tiny plaque in one of the chambers of my heart, and that's it. I was lucky. But I think it's Craig Venter. He's the guy that was the first one to decode the human genome. And he said that 53% of people that come to the clinic, they find a major disease that you have to take care of. So just don't waste your time and check the nearest longevity clinic and really do the diagnostic. It's super important. And if you don't do that, sorry to say that, but you're stupid. Because if you can prevent major diseases happening to your body, to yourself, then why not do it? Like, this is neglecting yourself. And we got this beautiful body from the God when we were born, or from the universe, whatever we believe in. So let's just take care of that. Like, this is our duty. And this is at one of the longevity clinics. David Carroll said, you can't change your genetics, but you can change your risk. Like, you really can detect things and act on them. But let's go forward. There are amazing things happening with technology. Like, this is David Fuhrman at Stanford. And he developed with NASA something called a time machine, where he can take your blood and age it by 5 years within 24 hours and actually see what will happen with you in the next few years. And he already also creates tiny organelles like tiny livers, tiny hearts, and he can see what will happen to you. So we have all this amazing technology. Now we have to bring it to the masses. And I hope that the governments and institutions will help. But anyway, let's get to the things we can just do easily by ourselves. And of course, this is the boring stuff. Nutrition, exercise, mindset, and so on, and lifestyle changes. The great thing is that we can change it by ourselves. We don't need huge investments. We just need to start taking care of ourselves. And the main hack, because everybody was asking me, what's your main hack after traveling around the world? I say, treat your mind, heart, and body as a temple and not as a trash bin. So every time you do something, you eat, you exercise, you have a habit, just ask yourself, is it good for you or is it bad for you? Is it treating you as a temple or as a trash bin because you just decided to eat a hamburger with French fries and that's killing you? Like, it's hard to be conscious about everything. Like, frankly, as I'm traveling around the world and seeing how people eat, I'm like, oh my God, did he really do that? And of course, if you go to the US and you see those people drinking Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew and chips and everything, it's like, why are they killing themselves? Probably because they just don't love themselves. But anyway, this is one of my favorite professors, teachers. He said, if your blood is not singing at the thought of doing what you do, and then your life is wasted. So really, what we're doing, how we treat ourselves, what's our purpose, it's really important in our lives. So just do something that you love. And of course, some boring stuff, still regular exercise is the best longevity pill together with nutrition, so just do it. And you know, this magic pill maybe will come one day, and Victoria will achieve this partial epigenetic reprogramming to get you your shot. But till then, just really do the basics. Mind health is super important. This is Oliver Zollman, who's working with infamous Brian Johnson, and he said that if you have depression, it's like smoking 20 cigarettes a day. So if you feel depressed, go and do a therapy, really take care of yourself. you will live longer. And here's one of the healers that we met on Bali. And again, it's all about the mindset for what you hear in this world. Like, ask yourself that question. And if you start doing something for the world, for a bigger mission, then every day gets better. Oh, this is me, sorry. I wouldn't be able to take off the shirt here, but I'm 49. I'm doing pretty well. Of course, here it's next to me is Lenny Kravitz, and he's also doing pretty well. It was a picture when he was 58. Now he's, I think, 63 and still looking great. And this is just the basics. You know, strength training, nutrition, good sleep. So just do it. And what if you don't? What will happen to you? Okay, biohacking upgrades. This is something we already have to invest something in. Sex. If you want to decrease your mortality, have sex at least once a week. This is pretty important. And take care of your skin. It's not just for the ladies. It's for everyone. Like, the skin is our biggest shield that is protecting all our organs. Do sauna. If you don't do sauna, you're stupid. Like, this is the easiest hack you can get. Just go to sauna 4 times a week and you decrease your mortality risk by 40%. Like, I think it's worth it. Do psychedelics. It's becoming legal here in Portugal, fortunately. If you do psychedelics, guided, you heal your traumas, you heal your depression. And traumas, depression, they cause inflammations, and inflammations cause aging. So it's also a pretty simple hack. Just do it guided, not just for fun. And, okay, of course, just let me tell you, like, I could talk for like 5 hours straight, and what I've learned, who I met. So I just have here a few minutes more. But if you'd like to learn more, let's just find a nice room or go outside in the sun and talk about it. I'm willing to share. Okay, this is my favorite longevity scientist, sorry. George Church. He works at Harvard and MIT, and he has like 200 scientists working for him. And he's doing bold stuff. He's working on radical life extension, how to get another 50, 100 years. And still, even scientific community listens to him. And he's like on 30 companies in the Silicon Valley. And I asked him the most important question of my quest. George, I was always telling my son that when he will be in his 30s, we're going to look and feel like brothers. Is it going to be possible? And George said, in 20 years, the science should be there. I cannot answer to market forces, what the governments will do, but the science should be there. And that may be pretty hopeful. It's coming. We just have to help so that it comes faster for ourselves. And this is Liz Parrish. She's tall, she's blonde. She did 4 different therapies, gene therapies on herself, and she's doing fine. Of course, we still need to do a lot of clinical trials to make sure that it's safe for the masses, but the technology is here. We can activate our mitochondria. We can get 30% more muscle mass as the basis, and we can even start preventing neurodegenerative diseases. Like, it's already here, but we need the support from the governments and institutions to do clinical trials to then give it safely to the masses. And I hope it will happen soon. Of course, AI will help. This is an AI robotic lab in Shanghai, and it's amazing to see robots and AI and people working together to bring everything faster. And yeah, like Vittorio will be talking about PER, so I will not talk more about that. Anyway, creating the movement. This is something we can all do and help. Like, aging is a disease. Like, most of the scientists say so. So if it's a disease, we can understand it and we can start treating it. Like, actually, the older we are, the more diseases we get, the more we are prone to to die. So let's just start treating aging, and all the diseases of aging will just go away. So I hope we shall change the system and start working on that. And this is just a tiny thing, the billionaire's paradox. All the billionaires say they would just trade their wealth for health and youth, and still they are not investing in it. Let's change their minds. Like, let them give like 10, 20, 100 billion, and let's solve aging faster. Oh, and this is my sister Olivia, who is somewhere here, sitting, and she said, if we had mainstream media behind us, we'd shift a needle overnight. Like now in the media, we have doomsday every day. And I know there is so much amazing science happening in the world, and nobody knows about it. Like here, you will get the glimpses from us. But we need to get it to the masses and inspire them and give them hope. Anyway, for me, the movie was just a start. Then they told me, hey, you have to write a book. So I wrote a book. It's going to be launched next year together with the movie. And then they told me, hey, you need to create a platform to guide these 100 million people. So I started working on that. Oh, it's a lot of work. I hope I will make it. But the goal is to co-create a new culture, because it's the culture that is wrong. Like, people are just eating poison because that's what all the society is doing, and they choose convenience over wellness because that's what everybody is doing. So we have to change that. And in my opinion, the mass media, the entertainment, is the key. People love the stories, so let's give them stories, and then we will give them, the science through the back door of their brain. So for me, the movie is just a start, as I said, and the book and all the things around it. My second step, something that I'm starting to work on now, is creating a hub. I don't know, how many of you use Duolingo? Oh, not many. Anyway, Duolingo is the best app for learning languages. 150 million people use it. And they just do it through like very easy lessons, like 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, really fun. So I decided to do the same thing with longevity. Just help people make the right choices, treat themselves as a temple. So you will just learn, of course, the science, and you will get these tiny things to learn your habits, how to change your life long term. And there will also be like personalized diagnostics together with some local partners. But anyway, I want to help people to make the right choices, like which clinic to go to, or which food to really eat, like which diet is working. And very important, it's not me talking. It's these 100 scientists all around the world that gave me this knowledge, and they will be giving it to people. So someone said, hey, but you're not a professor, you're not a scientist. I'm not, but I am 100 professors. I am 100 doctors. I am 100 biohackers, and that's my strength. Oh, anyway, I could talk for hours, as I said. But what's next? Like, when I start already guiding these people, and if you want to help, please, I would be glad to get your help. Every year, I would like to do another movie, another series, to get another 50 million, another 100 million people, to get the snowball rolling. So people really learn about that. And I'll just say about one of the movies I want to do, but for this I'm looking still for a wife. If you have any hints, let me know. So before the first breath. So I want to show that longevity starts even before you're born. So from preparation to conceiving a baby, then going through the pregnancy, and then traveling around the world, but this time for women's health and kids' health. And I think it's super important, because actually, yes, the choices of parents determine the longevity of the children. And this is a new target, and every year we can focus on something different, just showing how deep longevity is. And that's it for today. Thank you. So remember, the game is on. Just become a player, learn the rules, and start winning the game.